Welcome to the Air Mobility Command Report. I'm Senior Airman Timothy Kirshner. Who wants to be the best? When it comes to local policing agencies in Florida, they all do. Senior Airman Courtney Graffis puts us alongside Police Week competitors as they race for the title at MacDill Air Force Base.
Members of the 6th Security Forces Emergency Services Team challenged local police agencies to a friendly competition in honor of National Police Week. Sankar Montut with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office says this is his first time, and so far he's enjoying the camaraderie.
Well, we came out here to compete with some of the other agencies out here at MacDill, and we're having a blast. The competition's pretty fierce, and there's a team going right now. But we're having a good time, and hopefully we'll place well.
Only one team can come out on top. But the competition isn't just about winning. It's also a way to connect with the other law enforcement units from around Tampa Bay.
It's a great continuity, brings us together, brings the morale and the camaraderie together of all the local agencies because we do work hand in hand with them.
A total of 12 teams battled it out for the fastest time in 4 relay events.
Oh, I think we usually get together for more of the competition type things so that we can kind of have the bragging rights to go along with it.
This year, Clearwater SWAT wins both bragging rights and the traveling trophy from the 2nd annual Tactical SWAT competition. I'm Senior Airman Courtney Graffis, MacDill Air Force Base, Florida.
Road precautions usually include things like high visibility signs, reflectors, and flashing lights. The safety office at Dover Air Force Base is turning those aids inward, making sure their airmen's safety starts before the car does. Senior Airman David Scott Goggin has the story.
The National Click It or Ticket campaign kicks off this month, and the safety office at Dover Air Force Base is ensuring that the airmen of Dover are wearing their seatbelts.
With our partnership that we have here on the base, we've teamed up with our LRS counterparts, and we're putting these seatbelt covers in some of the vehicles, to which the drivers of those vehicles have actually said it helps them to ensure that their passengers are actually wearing their seatbelts because they're visible on the shoulders when they look in their rearview mirrors.
Only 92% of people in Delaware wear their seatbelts, and the Delaware Office of Highway Safety wants to make sure that the airmen don't contribute to the 8% who don't.
Driving a vehicle is obviously the primary mode of transportation, and that's when you do have a high risk of being involved in a crash. And if your employees are involved in a crash, then it's loss of work, and we don't want people to lose work, lose money, and we want them to be safe.
Reporting from Dover Air Force Base, I'm Senior Airman David Scott Goggin.
United States Airmen vow to be guardians of freedom and justice, their nation's sword and shield. Airman First Class Josh Crawley shows us how the 22nd Security Forces Squadron trains at McConnell Air Force Base, holding true to that vow.
On the front lines or at home, danger can come anytime and anywhere. Security Forces Airmen are the Air Force's first line of defense and must not only be proficient with weapons, but also forge their bodies into a weapon in its own right.
Yeah, we have our taser, we have our ASP and our 9mm. You're not always going to be able to draw those weapons out. The suspect may surprise you, and we'll know how to effectively get out of that situation, gain our ground, to be able to use our other means of force.
Airmen from the 22nd Security Forces Squadron spent the day learning techniques to turn the fight on an opponent, distance themselves, and get the upper hand on an unexpected aggressor.
Going toe-to-toe with somebody, it takes a toll on your body. So when you can effectively disengage, draw your other weapon, you can effectively apprehend that individual.
At the end of the day, knowing that the training has set in brings a feeling of satisfaction and reassurance.
It actually makes me feel good knowing that I can pass on these techniques to my fellow security forces members, because you never know, one day it may actually save your life.
Airman First Class Josh Crawley, McConnell Air Force Base, Kansas.
That's it for this edition of the Air Mobility Command Report. To view the full version of these stories, go to www.youtube.com/user/mobilityairman. And if you know of an airman on your base who deserves to be featured, contact your local public affairs office.